Boom shakalaka, the one signal that is the best predictor of Bitcoin bottom price and date. Both times previously it flagged Bitcoin price went down 76% over 315 days. Guess what? It just flagged again. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we were talking about this one Bitcoin signal that both times it previously flagged, Bitcoin price went down 76% over 315 days to find the bottom. The signal just lit up once again. We're going to be talking about exactly what this signal is, why you need to pay attention to it, and where Bitcoin price could likely be headed. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us over on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, where every day we share some of the best charts in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now, today, extreme fear 13%. Nothing changing over the past few weeks. Bitcoin 29,256, Ethereum 1965, BNB 302, XRP 41 cents, Cardano 52 cents, Solana $49, and Dogecoin 8 cents. And guys, Token Metrics has just updated their platform. Right now, you can get a week for free by using the link down in the description. You can check out these market indicators to tell you when the market turns bullish. Next, you could also check out bullish versus bearish and bull versus bear. We're deeply in bear right now. Also taking a look at the total market cap versus bullish and bearish. Bitcoin and altcoin season, annualized historical volatility, sector analysis, taking a look at some of the best coins in each sector, also the top 20 and worst 20 daily performers and market movers. Like I said, free for a week. Check out the link down in the description. Now, Bitcoin today hovering right above this line in the sand, the red line here, $30,000. If it breaks below here, everything pretty much collapses for Bitcoin. Why? Because we have this giant double top, the golden arches symbol. Well, basically what happens when that passes this confirmation point, which is right where this red line is, guess what? The price goes down roughly to about $15,000 based on how high the top is here. But if we break down to $15,000, that's going to be invalidating this white dotted line, this multi-year Bitcoin support. And if that happens, you can imagine the price might even go lower because people will be like, uh-oh, now it's going to zero. Now that being said, we have this one indicator that just flagged that the last two times it flagged, Bitcoin price went down 76% over 315 days. The first time it flagged was here in February of 2014. Guess what? 315 days later, Bitcoin price went down 76%. The next time here it flagged in 2018. Guess what? Bitcoin price went down 76% over 315 days. If this holds true, this signal just flagged a little over a week ago, and if this were to hold true, guess what? Bitcoin price over the next 315 days, over the next year, could go down 76% to $7,500. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. But this indicator has been right twice before, which means there's a 75% chance it could be right this time. There's also a 25% chance it could not be right this time. So what is this indicator, you might ask? Well, I was watching some videos by CoffeeZilla, and he had done some videos on Luna recently, and I was watching these, and I was like, wow, Terra Luna just stinks of BitConnect. Like, if you remember BitConnect from 2018, everybody knew it was a Ponzi, and everybody was calling it out, and then one day it collapsed. Well, Terra Luna wasn't that obvious. A lot of people believed on it. Turns out algorithmic stablecoins just don't work. And what happened to all the reserves with the Luna Foundation? They just disappeared. So clearly something stinks there. Now, we have Terra Luna that just happened recently. We have BitConnect that happened in 2018. And that reminded me, I was like, you know what was the other big thing that everybody used to talk about? Mt. Gox back in 2014. Mt. Gox collapsed, it was hacked, and then we had a giant bear market. Well, if we take a look, this yellow line right here, this is the Terra Luna collapse. This yellow line right here, this is the BitConnect collapse. This yellow line right here, this is the Mt. Gox collapse. And in case you don't know about Mt. Gox, it stands for Magic the Gathering Online Exchange. It wasn't even meant to be a cryptocurrency exchange. It was meant to trade magic cards created by Jed McCaleb, the guy who created Ripple, and then left Ripple to create Stellar. So, that being said, the shocking thing, though, is the accuracy with how well it predicts the bottom. Because previously we've been looking at things like the top to help predict the bottom, or maybe percent retracement. But this indicator, look at this, it's different from the top in both scenarios, and yet from the bottom, exactly 315 days, exactly 76%. That's uncanny, okay? So I was just taking a look at that, and we had Mt. Gox collapse, and then 315 days later, price went from $592 all the way down to about $160, breaking the 200 weekly moving average, this blue line. That was round one. Round two, BitConnect's collapse. Now, notice both of these are after we had a market top, but they're varying distance from the market top. Well, BitConnect in 2018, we had that happen. Price was roughly $13,000, went all the way down to roughly $3,000 315 days later, 76% collapse. Found support on this blue weekly MA 200. Now, that brings us to today. We had the market top back in November, $70,000. Okay, and this is something that I predicted in a dream, which is pretty crazy. And if you don't believe me, you can just check out the $70,000 prophecy right up there. But I even predicted the date within a month or two, which is crazy. But if we take a look here, we can see that we just had the Luna collapse. And this is the same thing on the scale of BitConnect. BitConnect was a top 10 cryptocurrency, okay? It collapsed. The chart looks exactly the same with the Terra Luna chart. Terra Luna chart, top 10 cryptocurrency, collapsed, worthless. Now, if the price comes down from here, first thing I want to do is just take a look at some scenarios and where the price could go. So if we take a look from the tops and just implant them on the top here, you could see they follow these green curves right there. As you can see, we still have further down to go before the course starts correcting. It doesn't really start correcting until about January of 2023, where it starts turning upwards. But if we take a look from the incidence from Mt. Gox and also from BitConnect and put that right here where Terra Luna is, guess what? It goes down even further, doesn't start course correcting until about April of 2023, roughly about a year from now. Now, if we were to go that low, a few things that I want to point out, because we just have to take a look at this. We can see right here, okay, first thing of most importance is look at how deep they go. A lot of people are like 30,000 to the bottom. Well, what if it's not? I don't know. It could be. Listen, I certainly hope that $30,000 is the bottom. I would love for it to be the bottom. But I always have to ask, what if it's not? Okay, where are we going to go? 20,000? I don't know. Because most of the time, we haven't spent much time in Bitcoin above, say like $10,000. That was unicorn territory for pretty much most of Bitcoin's life up until we just briefly, look at this, over the course of 2 months went from $10,000 to a $30,000 base. So we have 2 months of price action supporting Bitcoin at $30,000. Could it break through there to the lower side? Yeah, absolutely. But what I want you to take a look at here is these yellow lines right here. They predict a bottom of roughly $12,000. Now, this is below the $15,000 bottom that the double top would indicate. But what I wanted to point out is that if we take a look at the 300 weekly moving average, this light blue line right here, which is basically the support that the COVID bottom found support on, we could see that Bitcoin price, whether in the green or in the yellow, if we extend that out, seems to find support there, potentially before a massive liquidation event where banks try and crush the price of Bitcoin so they could buy in at super low prices when everybody's terrified. And again, this is just theory. Don't get totally scared about it, but this is just my mind working, thinking about what could possibly happen. And here's the crazy thing. If it does actually come down to these Mt. Gox BitConnect lows down here in yellow, look at the volume profile above my head. That's exactly where we actually have some volume, where we actually have some price support. We could actually see Bitcoin price crashing all the way down to 12% realistically, which would be another, what is that, 65% from where we are now? Not the 76% predicted from the previous crashes, but we could go down another 2/3. Or potentially, we could wick all the way down there and have a similar bottom, just panic selling if that were to happen. Now, that being said, is this going to happen? There's no way to tell. This is trying to predict the future. Sometimes I've predicted things correctly, sometimes I haven't. This is just harebrained theory, but when I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about Mt. Gox, and I was thinking about BitConnect, and I was like, I have to plot these to find out how far they were from the bottom, how far the price went down from the collapse. And when they were identical, 315 days and 76%, something said, this is absurd. I need to make a video about this. So that being said, I just wanted to make this video for you guys so you could see, well, maybe price might go down there. And if you haven't adjusted your risk yet, well, sure, everybody's down 50%. But you know what? It's better to sell being down 50% than selling being down 90%. So that's all for this video. Not financial advice, just my musings on what could potentially happen with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Because you have to remember, if we go into a recession, this would be Bitcoin's first recession, baby's first recession. You know, you put a little ornament on the Christmas tree for this one. Well, it could be very, very interesting. So that's all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like. If you didn't, don't like, you know, that simple. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter. Check out Token Metrics, and I will catch you guys later. Love you all. Peace.